Hey, what's up, world? It's your boy G Shrimp, everybody, Faith, baby daddy, voice of the street, man. And today we in Chicago, y'all. We in the YouTube studios, right? So I was just looking over a few videos, and then I come across this video of Grave Digger Quez, right? Now, Grave Digger Quez, y'all might have got familiar with him. He is the guy who was on TikTok arguing with his mama about killing his cousin, y'all. Now, I think, if I'm not sure, they from Alabama down there somewhere. They in one of them southern states where, they have the right to conceal and carry and all that. Somehow, he shot him and he shot him back. Obviously, he beat the case and he ain't worrying about it because he talk about it everywhere. And if he ain't, his channel might not been big enough to get no attention. It's getting big enough now. He went on Adam 22, and Adam 22, whether he working for the police or not, he sure asks a lot of questions like a police, which is why they probably love him and watch him. He get all the information out you. Even when niggas are smart enough to try to make you read between the lines. See, white people can't read between the lines like black people can. You might say something like, what happened to the guy shot to? Man, he out of here. Everybody that's black go say, oh, he killed him. The white boy go say, what you mean he out of here? What you mean he out of here? Man, he out of here. What you mean? You killed him? Oh, he out of town? Or no, he out of here, man. You killed him, yeah. He want to corroborate everything for the people in the back, for the slow people at the top, and for the authorities, right? Now, they latest little venture, they've been going on 607 arguing back and forth with him, playing with him. And they be having their little gun and they young niggas, right? So allegedly he's supposed to rob 607 and took his chain, right? 607 ain't trip on that. Then they came back for an interview. It might have all been scripted, y'all, right? But they picking the book bag up and they showing guns and things like that. And all it takes is for somebody to report your channel. And guess what, y'all? Somebody did that. Listen. This boy is hurt. You hear me? He was on live just a little while ago, or maybe a couple of days ago. I seen it on another channel. And he is crying, wiping his tears. It seemed like his little brother was more madder than him. Like, man, why you ain't mad, man? Why you said, man, what you want me to do? Cry about it? Ain't shit I can do about that, man. So Quez went crying. It was his little brother that was tweaking, right? Because his brother like, damn. Then his little brother go say, man, you want my channel? You want my channel, bro? No, he don't want your fucking channel. Your channel ain't big as his channel was. Y'all doing it together, but the little brother like to keep up more shit than he do. And it seemed like his little brother always got suggestions. And they bad suggestions, because I'm pretty sure the little brother ain't read no rules about YouTube. Even this video or the live they was doing, they had a gun on the tape. YouTube sent them an email and said, look, we reviewed your channel and you request to have it back, and we denied your request because of whatever had happened. They like, you broke all our rules and you are not getting this channel back, which ain't nothing. That means this channel. All you have to do, Quez, and you already know that because you did it once before, put another channel up and put your same name in there, part 2. All you have to do, as long as it ain't the same channel, you can start it over. Just put number 2 behind it, and people go find you anyway. People will find you. Don't worry about that. It's go hurt you. Go miss money for 1 month, but you get paid once a month anyway. So all you gotta do is tough it out and work into the next month, and you'll be alright. But I understand how it may hurt. You know, you got 10,000 or 100,000 followers, subscribers, however many you do get. And then they take it for you. You got used to getting these checks. These checks get bigger, y'all. You know, they're getting bigger. And you sitting there, damn, somebody reported you. They say they think Unc reported them. It might not even been Unc. It might have been a Unc fan. Because don't forget, it's a lot of people get invested in these here things, y'all. And they like us, bro. And if you do something to disrespect their favorite YouTuber, they will report you. And you do not want to be making enemies on here doing certain things because, hey, they report you and YouTube can find a violation, then that could be it, bro. That's why you do your own material. You don't use nobody else's shit. You use your own shit. For the people who don't know who he is, let me show y'all this.
Who inspired Lil Jeff and King Von to be monsters? Grave digger Quez. Swear to God on my mama, they pulled up to the interview wearing one of Unc's chains and he couldn't do anything about it.
You wasn't about the chain. I can get Quez. Grave digger.
How you gonna get rid?
Easy.
Stop playing.
Well, guess what, gang? I let him in, gang.
What the fuck wrong with you, gang? Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me.
Let me stop it because they might say that's too much. Nah, he go another
That
clip.
bitch ain't gonna give me a black mile.
Oh, okay. And he wasn't feeling that, so he shot you in the leg? That seems like an overt reaction.
You know, that's crazy. Bro, he ain't have no money for to go get the black mile, so I guess I just told the bitch that nigga get, cause we was out here arguing, cause he was about to like in the house about who did. Like we had just doing all type of gangster shit, and it was so much adrenaline, he didn't get to do no gangster shit. So we just, all the young niggas arguing about gangster shit, he just sitting there looking mad, just watching young niggas and shit, drunk, drinking beer and shit. So I'm just, hey man, turn, man. That's all it was.
Wow. So, alright, he shoots you, you shoot him, and then you try to like help him,
Yeah,
help him out.
Yeah.
But he gave you a leg shot, and you shot him where?
Yeah, well.
How many times? Yeah.
Everywhere.
In the head?
Everywhere.
Damn. What was the argument that led to that, though? At this point, are we talking about you guys arguing about selling
I
the
told
gun?
that bitch ain't gonna give me a black mile.
Oh, okay.
And do you see how dumb the argument was, y'all?
607 Unc just got pressed by the rapper who inspired Lil Jeff and
And let me say this right here.
607 Unc just got pressed.
And let me say this right here. 607 Unc. With his real name, Lawrence Bowden. That's his real name. Lawrence. Yeah, well, I ain't calling him 607 Unc no more. His name is Lawrence.
Okay.
He's 46
And see,
years old.
now listen. Let me tell y'all something. This little simple video right here may be what got his channel took down. First of all, if I use a stage name, right, which is I am G Shrimp, you came on here, you told people his real name, you told his age, you put the girlfriend in it, you told her name. You can't use information like that if it ain't in a story or newsworthy and stuff like that. This is personal information. You know what I mean? That's personal information that you shouldn't be really telling. Now, if you're doing a story and you say 46-year-old woman was shot, such and such, and it's in the news, and you reading an article, technically that's not you doing it personally. That's a newspaper article you are reading. They'll let that slide. But when you are the one, this information comes from yourself. You putting this information out. They can't find it nowhere else. And they look at this video and they like, damn. Now, Unc gave y'all a little light. Y'all have been over to his channel. Okay, he 40 years old. And he fucking with a girl 26 or however old she was, he said, right? And he said he met her 6 years ago. Okay, even 6 years ago she was 20, bro. So what the? Okay, how many older people, even the younger girls, they gravitate to older men. This is what they want. Why? Because young motherfuckers like you ain't doing it for them. Y'all ain't doing it for them because y'all want to treat them like hoes, you know. Y'all don't call them bitches and all that type of shit, you know. I use the word bitch, but not to women. I use it when I'm in storytelling mode, y'all. You know what I mean? I don't use the word bitch. We don't play with like that, you know what I mean? So, and some of these young guys, these women just ain't feeling. Bitch, go get me a black and mild hoe. Go get me a black and mild bitch. You know, I told y'all this story once before. Maybe y'all didn't hear this story, right? I had some partners that I knew. Well, they weren't my partners. They was one of my co-worker family members. So I end up going over their house with him while he visited his family. Now, they all gangsters, right? So while we in there, we just talking a few minutes. They playing cards. Hey, bitch, you go roll the blunt, bitch? You know, bitch, go get a cigarette. Get the dough, bitch. You hear the dough? Man, the man called this woman 200 bitches, y'all. You hear me? And I wasn't there no more than 30 minutes. So when I got ready to leave, I'm like, all right, nice to meet you, man. All right, bro, I'll holler at you. All right, bitch, I'll see you later. She like, what you say? I'm like, but that ain't, what's wrong with you? She like, you called me a bitch. I'm like, that ain't your name? Oh, I'm sorry. I could have sworn that was your name. He done called you 37 bitches since I've been here. I thought it was your name, bitch. You know, boy, they start laughing so hard. They like, shrimp, you a damn fool. I'm like, I'm serious. I thought it was her name. You called her bitch so many times. I'm like, I just noticed her goddamn name. Man, shit, no, it was not her name. She had the nerve to get offended when I called her a bitch. But this her brother. He can call her 200 bitches a day. I better not say it one time, though. I better not say it one time. I'm like, oh, that's how y'all play over here? Okay. But yeah, so they done took Grave Digger Quez channel down, man. And I'm going to have to find the video where the guy had it up, man, where he was crying a little bit, man, where his brother was crying. Let me see if I can find it, y'all. And you know, people get invested in these YouTube channels, man, and when y'all doing this, man, you got to this is YouTube channel. Down here, this right here. When y'all doing this, you got to do things to protect yourself and try not to break the rules. Even in this video, this young YouTuber pointed out that the gun was on the table.
And doing all this angry little bro shit. Like, don't do that.
Okay, here we go right here. I'm gonna run my man.
In this video is intended for educational and informational purposes only. This reaction to the original video is not meant to influence criminalistic behavior or support illegal activities in any way. Thank you and enjoy the video. And don't you get caught lacking or we motherfucking reacting.
Alright, man. YouTube, man. It's Merch. I'm back again. Another reaction video. Like, comment, subscribe. Say what number.
Shout out to Merch TV, y'all.
And don't be so woke that you out this bitch sleeping, gang. I'm the voice of the sidewalk, so we ain't gotta be in the streets. I need y'all to get in with me on phone number. And I need y'all to remember, don't be out this bitch pushing goofy for the internet. I need y'all to watch them back doors and make sure y'all stay safe out here. So look, we about to react to this news that Grave Digger Quez has apparently got his YouTube taken. They just got off live and they were saying like they didn't even go through the strike process or none of that. They shit just instantly got fucking took down. So we about to react to this story on Grave Digger Quez IG, and then we gonna watch this live of them, you know what I'm saying, discussing the channel getting took down in real time. So this first story say I don't know what his name is. I can't read that name. Delirian. I think that's a Delirian.
I'm about to start being like him, y'all. I be fucking names up. Y'all know I fuck a name up, boy.
It look like they on his ass about, you know what I'm saying, talking about 607 He say subscribe to my new YouTube channel. They took my old one.
Yeah.
His new YouTube channel is Grave Digga Quez 2.
And it's just that simple.
Here go the actual email from YouTube. It say, "Hi, Delirium Moore. We have reviewed your appeal for the following channel, Grave Digga Quiz. We reviewed your channel carefully and have confirmed that it violates our harassment policy.
Ooh.
We know that this is probably disappointing news, but it's our job to make sure that YouTube
Harassment,
is the
y'all.
same place for all. How this affects your channel. We won't be putting your channel back up on YouTube.
Ooh.
Learn about your resolution options. Thanks, the YouTube team." So yeah, they not playing
Woo.
that shit.
They said we won't be putting it back
on there,
up.
showing karma draws.
Harassing people.
I think they showed the gun on there.
Yeah. They was harassing Unc,
They
y'all.
was talking about 607 Unc, which is also another YouTuber. So it's like if he go report it, you feel me? It's like, you know what I'm saying? They actually can know. They actually know who he is. Like, you feel me? It's not like it's talking about a random person and they can't go find him, nigga. They
That's
know
right.
who the fuck 607 Unc is.
Exactly.
He got a platform on the same platform y'all do. So you feel me? Then what the fuck? Cause I read this YouTube rule shit. I'm not fucking with that. Boy, it's so easy for them to strike you game. You gotta know the rules on this bitch. Like, what the fuck else happened on that bitch? They be saying 607 Unc name. They be saying, you know what I'm saying, his name. You know what I'm saying, the L word. You know what I'm saying. If I'm not mistaken, they said his girl age, his age. Like, that's personal information. Like, you can't. You know what I'm saying. You can't really do that. So. Yeah, your channel, it makes sense why the channel got took down. And if 607 Unc, you know what I'm saying, reported it, or somebody that liked 607 Unc, you feel me? Yeah, they gonna take that shit down. So let's go to this video real quick of them on live talking about the situation real quick.
I know it. I know. Like, bro, I don't know. I know things are fuck. I'm not ready to think of.
Look at the nigga crying. The little brother crying. Now that humming is coming from dude. Y'all, that ain't my channel. That's in the original video. Nigga, little brother like, why you laughing then?
Would it be a bad idea for you to
Cause
start
Unc
credit
won,
card
y'all.
marketing?
You know,
Actually, it is a
I ain't
shark
gonna play
from the
too
TV
much
show
in a
Shark
man
Tank's
video,
credit card.
but
This means you get
Unc
unlimited
won. You know, you did too much. You know, and they said harassment. That's why, y'all, when I do one video and I talk about a topic, I go to the next video, right? If I had to come back and update it or something like that, cool. But if you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos on a person and you really getting down on them, that could be considered harassment. You know what I mean? Talking about a topic is cool. But when you just doing it over and over and over, you know. Let me tell you something else. I remember y'all doing one of my videos it's been about a year ago, right? This one, what's her name? Before he had got killed. The nigga Alpo, right? Alpo was home. And who was that YouTuber I was telling? He kept fucking with some little fat nigga from down there in Philly. He had a funny name, King something. King Erna, that's the nigga name. King Erna. So King Erna was fucking with Alpo, y'all. So when I tell y'all I got ESP and I can see life moving in slow motion and shit, y'all, I'm telling you, I be calling it like I see it, basically. I sent King Erna a video. I said, King Erna, you might need to leave Alpo alone, man. I said, it's cool to do one video. I did one video, you did. You did 2. You did 3. You done did 4, you done did 5. I said, it ain't like this nigga can't find your goddamn address. You know, they already done found your block. And if he found your fucking address and your name, he can find out where you at. You know what I said? You go fuck around and the nigga go pop up and try to do something to you. Don't forget he like to kill people and drag them through the woods. You know what I mean? So I'm cracking a little joke at the end, but I said what I said. Don't you know, man, Alpo and his son pulled up to this nigga King Ernest's building and was sitting out there waiting on him to come out. Talking about, I just want to talk to you, gang. Now, in fact, he called him first. That's how I said. He called him first, y'all. And I said, man, if that nigga got your phone number, he can get your fucking address. That's how I got to that statement. I said, if he got your phone number, nigga, he can get your address. He called him. He said, man, I just want to talk to you face to face, man, because there's been some things that's been said that you misinformed. And he like, yeah, well, until you come clean and let the people know what's going on, because he was talking about Alpo snitching and all that shit, right? I told him, I said, listen, King Ernest, that's a New York thing. You from Philly. If they don't stand on that nigga, you should stay out of that. You only concerned about rats if he in your gang, then y'all have to handle that. But you from Philly trying to call him a snitch, okay, yeah, he is a snitch. Everybody know that. He a snitch and a killer, but they too scared to touch him. So if they ain't touched him, you can make your statement, say what you say, but he was riding the man to the point where, I'm talking about Alpo really called this nigga, y'all. You feel me? Called this nigga and went down there. Everything I said was gonna happen, y'all, fucking happened. Everything. Before Alpo went down there, I had told him, if you got your phone number, he can get your address. And I told him this. I said, don't go nowhere with that nigga. He talking about he need to talk to you face to face. No, the fuck he don't. He can talk to you on the phone. That nigga want to see you face to face so he can put his fucking hands on you. I said, don't you fall for the banana in the tailpipe, man. Don't go nowhere with that nigga. And I'm talking about, listen, everything I said happened. I was on the road that week. The same shit I said about this when Omarion found out that, was it Lil Fizz? No, it wasn't Lil Fizz. Yeah, it was Lil Fizz was fucking with his baby mama. They got an apartment or something together and they fucking with each other, and Omarion didn't say nothing. I said, Lil Fizz, you a band member, you know, and y'all trying to put B2K back together. Omarion ain't go get back with the group. I said, see, Omarion can go do a tour by himself. Y'all can't do no B2K tour without Omarion. Before I could even finish the video good, y'all, it was like a few days later, Omarion come out with a tour, and he did not invite B2K. And I think that was the beginning of the Millennium Tour. He invited Bow Wow, and I'm like, all this shit I predict, y'all. All this shit. Same thing with Seti Nash. That's how me and Seti Nash got cool. Seti Nash was talking about we should do something to when the old Block 6 had the case down here. He was talking about we should do something to Trenches News. And you know he's speaking Chicago. Y'all got to do something about this. Ooh, y'all need to handle that and such. And I said, Seti, you need to watch what you're saying, man, because whether you know it or not, you got a little influence, and these young boys will do something just because you said it. They ain't gonna call you and tell you they doing it. They just go do it. And the police hear you saying that, they go try to say you trying to get a witness hit. I said all that. Why when Seti Nash went down there to the courthouse, the police grabbed his ass and told him the same thing I said? And I said, if I don't know nothing, I know the Chicago police, right? Said he took my whole video and put it up on his page and ran it because he like, damn, this little nigga Trump was right on the money about everything he said. I'm telling you, bro, I be paying attention, man. That's what some of you guys need to start doing. Now, shorty, you and your little brother, y'all get turned up together, man. You might have to start doing your videos without that nigga. And think about it. Because even in this video, he did say, man, some told me don't put that video up. Some told me don't. They talking about Unc. It's one thing if y'all got a skit and y'all playing. But when you start getting personal, and then you put his woman in it, she ain't a YouTuber. He is. He might be fair game, but her, she off limits, bro. You feel me? Anyway, man, it's your boy T Shrimp, everybody, favorite baby daddy, voice of the street. I'm a platinum articulator. I'm out of here.